This is the 2019 National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships, presented by Mission Hockey and Bauer Hockey. This broadcast is being brought to you by Mission Hockey, Bauer Hockey, the Rochester Convention and Visitors Bureau, Inline Warehouse, Unify Gameware, Blue Frame Technology, and the CJ Sports Network. Now let's head down to the Mission Hockey Broadcast Center for coverage of today's game.
Welcome to continuing coverage of the National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships. Coming up next here on the Bauer Rink. Final game on this rink today. Division IV action in Pool C as the Lakers from Grand Valley State University, they take on the Gauchos. And the Gauchos are from the University of California at Santa Barbara. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our final broadcast here on the Bauer Rink. My name is Tom Wilms. Grand Valley State, a 1-0 record. They beat Florida Gulf Coast this afternoon 4-3 in a come-from-behind game. Lakers scored twice on the power play, once a 4-on-2, once 4-on-3 in a 30-second span to pick up the victory. Justin Sims, Dan Nielsen, Nathan Reisenson, and Matthew Tenaglia picked up the goals, while Zachary Magyesi made 22 saves. For UC Santa Barbara, they lost to UMass 9-1, so they are 0-1. Justin Berger scored the lone goal. Nikhil Agrawal made 21 saves as these two teams meet for the first time this year, and we are underway. It is UC Santa Barbara in the white. Grand Valley State, they are in the gray, and they will start things off with bringing the goaltender matchup as soon as time does allow. As the shot comes in, that's blocker saved by, as we introduce, Nikhil Agrawal, 19-year-old from San Jose, California. 7-9 record, 5.06 goals against, and an .803 save percentage. And I will fully admit that we do not know who is in goal for Grand Valley State, simply because, well, first we'll go to this breakaway as they move in. Shot comes in, blocker saved by Agrawal. And the combination of the light gray against the dark gray from a distance is tough to see who is out there, and very tough to see who the goaltender is. So we'll try to get that information to you. Most likely is Zachary Magyesi again, but we don't want to guess as we're just about a minute in. A couple of opportunities on cage for the Lakers. They move in 3-on-2. Cutting wide. Shot comes in. Another save on the try by Justin Sims, and that will stop play. 10:59 left to go here in the first period. Still no score. I was kind of hoping that the Laker goaltender would kind of go for a bit of a lap towards the corner, as goaltenders like to do, but he's staying steadfast between the pipes. So we'll hopefully get the goaltender correctly for you. Day 2 just about in the books. As we're heading towards playoff time, playoffs actually do begin tomorrow in D1, D2, D3, and eventually D4. Again, tomorrow morning session will close out pool play. Then the evening session for D4 will be the first round of the playoffs. Make sure you check out the website, NCRHA.org, for all the information. Drag, tries a shot. Nice block there by Matthew Coleman. Coleman taps it back behind his own cage, and it's caught up too. And backhanded away by Shannon Smith. Whipped around up by Coleman. Outlets up ahead, the far side. They try to lift their way through, but can't do it. And it does look like we have a number on the UC Santa Barbara roster that we don't recognize, so we're going to see if we can effort that as well. Here comes Grand Valley State. Thrown towards the cage, and it's deflected away. Matthew Tenaglia catches up to the corner. Knocked away, though, by Coleman. Dumped around the far side, and here's Shannon Smith. She tries the far side. Picked up, though, by Coleman, and she dropped it off. Around once again. Angled across. That is intercepted. Nice opportunity out in front. Shot comes in, lifted towards the cage. Swung on and missed by Nathan Reisenson. Back behind the net. Here's Tenaglia, 22-year-old from Illinois. All the way back to the point. And the Lakers settle it down a bit. They started off pretty strong. 2 early shots on goal. They've had a couple opportunities as well. But they drop back behind their own cage, now towards the corner. Very, very short bench here for the Gauchos. Only 2 reserves. This shot comes in, kick save, rebound loose, then tapped towards the corner. Thrown out in front. That goes all the way through the crease. Another shot comes in and they score. There's a man downside of the cage. That caught the attention of Agrawal. And then Rising able to move in and fire it home. That's his second of the tournament. 9:12 to go here in the first. And it's 1-0 Grand Valley State. And just a little bit of a distraction as Agrawal made a couple of nice saves. But again, with that man down at the side of the net, just kind of got his attention. As we are back underway, Matthew Coleman snuffs it out and absorbs a penalty as Bradley Robinson will be guilty of the hook. So let's see if Agrawal comes out. He will. Extra attacker coming on for the Gauchos, trailing 1-0. Trying to dig through, but unable to do so was Andre Martin Rodriguez. But the Gauchos will go to the power play. Power play at 28.6% during the regular season. The kill for the Lakers at 78.1%. So here's a big opportunity for the Gauchos to tie the game up as, again, the power play has begun. And it's taken here into the zone. Cross now for Coleman. He'll circle back. Dumps it in deep. Shot comes in, the glove save. And the goaltender will hold on. Face-off is to the right of the Laker goaltender. Almost came back out in front for Marcus Erickson. Here come the Lakers the other way. Nice netback move, trying to move through short-handed. Good sweep check. And that's knocked away by Coleman. Started on the far side. Moving in top of the circle. Now back to the point. Trying to tap it across. Fanned on it. Gets it right back. Fakes the drop for Coleman and goes to the corner. A little trouble picking it off the kick plate. Whipped around the kick plate, and that is going to serve as a good clear for the Lakers. Certainly not what they wanted to do, though. Here's Coleman. Shot towards the cage. They score. I just snuck through. I believe that was Matthew Coleman. Power play goal for the Gauchos. 7:48 to go here in the first, and we are tied at 1. That was just sneaky. It sounded like it hit a lot of pads. Let's take a look at it. Well, we got the very end of it. And here we go. And they're playing music in the rink there. There it goes. This isn't the National Lacrosse League. This shot comes in, kicked away by Agrawal. Followed up to the corners. The Lakers look to keep up the pressure. Out in the slot. Shot comes in. Deflection blocker saved by Agrawal. Comes to the near side. Bridgman gets turned around and then cleared up ahead. I think they announced that goal as Brandon Katz. If it is his, it's his third of the season. Wrist shot comes in. Stick save by Agrawal. And directs that one out of play. 6:55 left here in the first period. This game is tied up at 1. And a very short bench here for UC Santa Barbara. There's 2 reserves. Comes across and unable to glove it down was Justin Sims. Backhanded away. Caught up to and then thrown towards the cage. Weird bounce, and that's batted away by the goaltender Magyesi. It is Zachary Magyesi between the pipes for the Lakers. 21-year-old from Novi, Michigan. 6-6 record, 3.0 goals against, .854 save percentage. Taken back by Matthew Coleman. Coleman tires a shot, and that is gloved by McYessie, and he'll hold on to stop play. Official scores are on a queen kick right now. Can't say I don't mind that. Matthew Coleman did get the goal, so he had it right the first time. That is his 14th of the season, first of this tournament, and here come the Lakers trying to regain their lead to get the halfway point of the first period. Back in towards the slot, deflected away, gloved by the goaltender Agarwal. Right there on the doorstep was Joseph Testa, as Matthew Tenagula just threw a little blind backhand pass. Puck controlled again by the Lakers. Intercepted. Marcus Erickson tries to dance his way to the outside, but he's cut off by Risenen. Grabbed here by Coleman. He gets circled around, tries to cut his way through a double team, and fights his way through, gets his hands free, tries a shot, it's low, and a save. Rebound with the side of the cage. Gaucho's really battling here. So here's Coleman. Dump towards the net, loose, and then paddled away by McYessie. Towards the corner again for Erickson. Tries to get it across, but nobody there for the Gauchos. And here comes Grand Valley State. 5:22 to go in the first period. 3-on-3, drag, thrown across to open side. Shot comes in, blocker save. Great opportunity there for Jacob Strickland. Here's Martins Rodriguez. Back behind now for Coleman. Dumped up ahead, but that is out of the reach of Erickson. Slapper from essentially the center line. Deflected up and out of play, and the faceoff will be deep in the Gaucho zone. 4:52 left to go in the first period. Tied up at 1. Grand Valley scored their goal, 2:48 mark. It was rising in second of the tournament from Joshua Mitchell. And for UC Santa Barbara, power play goal at the 4:13 mark. Coleman's first of the tournament, 14th of the season from Brandon Katz. Now to the outside. They move in. Backhand try, deflected out in front, kicked away by McYessie. Nice little backhand play as Coleman could not quite reach it. Now a 3-on-2 develops. Shot comes in, blocker save by Agrawal. On the snapper by Bradley Robinson. Comes up the boards for Shannon Smith. Throws it across, it deflects, and now a little bit of a break here. Cutting wide, tries a shot, save, rebound is dropped and covered by McYessie. And play is stopped. $4:19 left to go here in the first period, tied up at 1. A long day being completed. I got an approving nod from a member of the technical staff here. Our director for this game. Pass up ahead. Robinson, a little bit behind him. Chips it out in front of the cage. Bouncing puck still loose, and then covered up by Agrawal, and play is stopped. I would imagine, the games started at 7 a.m. That most of the tech crew got here at about 6, maybe 5:30. And they're not going to get out of here until about 1:30. And then do it all over again tomorrow. That's why we all get paid the big bucks, right? Goes back towards the point. Lakers and Gauchos tied up at 1. Here's Justin Sims. Dumps it on back. Trying to spin away, though. And clearing out. Nice pass up ahead for Martins Rodriguez. Andre Martins Rodriguez cuts wide. Tipped toward the cage, then paddled away by McYessie off the far side wall. So here's Berger. Dumped down. Trying the return here for Katz. Out in front, deflected out of play. Play is stopped. 3:23 left to go here in the first period. $3:20 left to go in the first period. Pass a little bit behind, but the Lakers still able to control. 2-on-2 with their bunch to the near side. Trying to dangle his way through here is Dan Nielsen. Goes all the way around the cage. Nielsen out in front on his backhand. Nielsen trying to get to his forehand. Good stick check on him by Smith. But followed up by Budaj. Budaj, nice little move to get through to the corner. Trying to kick to the stick was Nielsen. Back with Budaj. Right now the Gauchos stuck in their own zone, but they're battling here as Martins Rodriguez taps it back behind the cage for Smith. Stick lift there and tapped over to the near side. Rolling puck, trying to one-hand it out in front with Sims. Gets it right back in the corner. Thrown out in front, deflected, and a kick save. Oh, what a stop by Agrawal. Right there on the doorstep. Trying to tap it home with Budaj. Now here's Martins Rodriguez. Pass across, nobody there for the Lakers. They try to keep it alive, but it's intercepted. UC Santa Barbara controls. Dumped up ahead now, Katz. Intercepted again. Shot comes in, save, and a slight rebound, but covered up by Agrawal. And play is stopped as another big giveaway inside of the Gaucho zone. Almost turned into an opportunity for the Lakers, but this game stays tied up at 1. 2:13 left to go here in the first period. Face-off is to the right of Agrawal. We said earlier from San Jose, California. Everyone on this team from California except for one. Wearing number 10, Andre Martins Rodriguez from Portugal. You're thinking to yourself, Portugal and hockey? Well, actually, Portugal and roller hockey makes incredible sense. And we'll explain that as here comes the aforementioned Martins Rodriguez. Tried to move in and stumped to the corner. For those who are old enough to remember, 1992 Summer Olympics, roller hockey, inline hockey, was an Olympic demonstration sport. And the Portuguese team was quite good. Actually, I believe they won the medal, or won a medal. It's thrown out in front here by Tenaglia. It goes all the way through. Martins Rodriguez picks it up. So, yes, Portugal and the roller hockey makes a lot of sense. Matthew Coleman will hide back behind the cage, heading down to the last minute. 1:25 to go in the first period. This is very smart here from UC Santa Barbara. Again, with a very, very short bench, with possession, they're going to take advantage and just kill clock, rest up when they can. It's up to Grand Valley State to try to pressure. Here's Martins Rodriguez, spins his way into the zone, but knocked off his stick at the last second. Outlet pass up ahead, but intercepted again by Shannon Smith. She'll try to lift it ahead, nutmegs her way through. Sharon Serafini, but now goes to the corner for Daniel Bridgman. Bridgman back behind, 48 seconds to go in the first period. And he'll hang out back behind the cage. Try to start a rush. A little bit of pressure put on by Martins Rodriguez. Little turn play by Joshua Mitchell. Kicked up ahead. Knocked over for Shannon Smith. Chopped away from her. Dumped back behind the cage over the net. Swept away, back to the point. Kept alive again. Slapper from the point. Save. Rebound sitting there. And calmly cruised away by Matthew Coleman. 15 seconds left, maybe a last rush for the Gauchos, but unable to control the outlet with Marcus Erickson. 10 seconds to go. One last rush now for the Lakers. Long pass up ahead, deflects towards the front of the cage. It's loose, 2 seconds left. Shot comes in and a save by Agrawal. And that is how the period ends. 12 minutes in the books, tied up at 1. UC Santa Barbara and Grand Valley State. We'll take a quick break. Back in a moment as you're watching the National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships.
The NCRHA would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of the 2019 National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships: Mission Hockey and Bauer Hockey, the Rochester Convention and Visitors Bureau. Find out more at visitrochester.com. Inline Warehouse, Unify Gameware, Blue Frame Technology, the CJ Sports Network. You are listening to the 2019 National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships, presented by Mission Hockey and Bauer Hockey.
Welcome back, everybody. Once again, we are live from the Bill Gray's Regional Iceplex in Rochester, New York. Tom Williams here. Thank you so much for joining us. We're about to start second period action. Good morning to everybody in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and in the Eastern Time Zone. You're out supporting UC Santa Barbara on the West Coast. Still good evening. Right now, 12:13 in the morning is our time. 12 minutes up on the board. Again, 1-1. No carry for penalties at power plays. We've switched sides. Grand Valley State is in the gray, and the Gauchos of UC Santa Barbara are in the white. Again, Tom Williams here. Thanks so much for joining us as we close out day 2 of the National Championships of Collegiate Roller Hockey. Pretty entertaining first period. A lot of counterpunching from UC Santa Barbara. Backhand try. Big collision out in front. Physical play starts to pick up. Now we go the other way. Potential 2-on-1, and it is a 3-on-2. Directly to the outside. Shot comes in. Parried away by McGessy. Good attempt there from Matthew Coleman. 13 goals, now 14 goals in the season as he has one today. 19-year-old from San Jose. Former Anaheim Junior Duck at the 18U level. That is significant because that is a very, very good youth hockey team. They are constant competitors at the national level. And he's the only one on this Gaucho team with significant ice hockey experience. Shot comes in, save, rebound. Diving on top of it is Agrawal. And that'll stop play. On the other side of things, Grand Valley State, again, located in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So hockey is a bit of a tradition in Michigan, especially if you're in the town of the AHL version of Hockeytown. AAA affiliate, I'm thinking baseball-wise, but the AHL affiliate of the Red Wings, the Grand Rapids Griffins, are right there in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Van Andel Arena. Taken here by Andrew Budai. Long pass across, and that connects to Matthew Tenaglia. Tenaglia tossed over, partially deflected by Justin Berger. And here's Budai again. Woodhaven, Michigan, 21-year-old out of Brownstone Woodhaven High School. Looks like everybody on this club is from the lower peninsula of Michigan. Don't recognize any UP towns, but I could be very wrong. Here's Joseph Testa. Testa lifts across to the slot. Testa moves in, takes a shot. Another blocker saved by Agrawal. That blocker of Nikhil Agrawal has been very busy as he lays down the paddle and covers it up. And it is Nikhil Agrawal, basically, at least in my opinion, the reason why this game is still at a 1-1 contest. First period scoring recap. First up, the shots on goal after the first period. Actually, it was UC Santa Barbara leading in shots 10-8, even though the Lakers had the lion's share of play. Now a potential 2-on-2. They can hurry it along. Knocked away. Nice little stick lift there from Keegan Wildfong. Shot comes in, deflected up, and it goes out of play. 9 minutes, 11 seconds left to go in the second period. Tied up at 1. Our goal scoring so far, again, both goals in the first period. For Grand Valley State, 2:48 mark, Nathan Risenen from Joshua Mitchell. Then at the 4:13 mark on the power play, Matthew Coleman for the Gauchos from Brendan Katz. And you're all caught up as far as the scoring is concerned in this one. Daniel Bridgman, 20-year-old from Dearborn, Michigan, tries to spin Arama away from Martins Rodriguez. And it works. Moving in, low 2-on-1. Takes a shot that goes high. Rolling puck controlled by Bridgman. Cuts across, right back into the slot again. Goes to the backhand. Tries the pass, but it's swung on and missed by Robinson. Grand Valley State keeping up the pressure. Tossed across again. And thrown through the crease by Robinson. Goes to the corner. Bridgman steps up. Bridgman back behind the net. Scampers to the near side corner. Bridgman trying to drift across, but he's cut off, and he'll just regroup. Bridgman tries the reverse against the double team. Still has possession after a couple of stick lifts. Cuts wide, sharp angle shot, save, and it trickles into the corner, chasing over to Smith. She'll try to bat it up ahead. Spins and maintains possession. 8:04 left to go, second period. Out to the center line. Martins Rodriguez. Outlets, but it's behind Erickson. Here's Bridgman. Gets over the center line. Nice pass up ahead. A step on the backhand save. Rebound goes to the corner. Robinson. He tries to circle around. Hands free in front. Takes a shot that goes wide. Smith catches up and backhands it away. Big time pressure put on by the Lakers. But it stays a 1-1 game. 7:34 to go in the second period. Daniel Bridgman. Pass up ahead for Dan Nielsen out of Oak Lawn, Illinois. Throws it towards the net, and that goes wide. Trying to sneak through. Martins Rodriguez can't take it away. Another stick lift attempt doesn't work. Very strong on the puck of these Lakers. Nielsen nutmegs it up ahead. Nielsen inside the circle takes a wrist shot off the crossbar and out of play. Oh, the Grand Valley State Lakers are getting closer and closer to tickling the twine. But right now, this stays a 1-all contest. And here we go again with the Gauchos, this time winning the draw and hiding back behind the cage, but a two-man forecheck for Grand Valley State. Not allowing UC Santa Barbara easy access to outside the zone. But now they step up with some speed. Coleman moves in, throws it towards the cage, and a kick save by McYessie. Now we go the other way for a 3-on-1. Here comes Tenaglia. He's the center man with control. Drags it up ahead to the backhand. Poke checked away. Nice little dive by Agrawal. As we go fire wagon style. 3-on-3 to the outside. Digging through, tossed across, but unable to connect with Martins Rodriguez. He gets it back to the corner. Thrown to the slot, nobody there. And backhanded along by the Lakers. Could be a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Here comes Nielsen. Cross pass again here for Strickland. Moves in, pass back, but unable to tap it home into the empty net was Nielsen. Backhanded to the neutral zone. Oh, pretty exciting last 45 seconds or so. As here come the Lakers again. Strickland to the outside. Cuts to the corner, still has possession. Strickland back to the point. Here's Risenden. Risenden to the corner. Back behind the cage, here's Joseph Testa. Drifts all around looking for Cutters, thrown out in front, and it goes all the way through. Caught up to by Katz, and he'll control back behind the net. Stops in the corner, dumps it back behind. 5:40 to go in the second period. Still a pretty aggressive forecheck by the Lakers. Gauchos pretty happy to just hang out back behind the cage. Marcus Erickson pitchforks it up ahead. Bouncing puck can't be controlled. And the Lakers will settle down. Joseph Testa from St. John, Indiana. 22-year-old back behind the net. Now here's Nathan Risenden out of Walled Lake, Michigan. Moving into the corner. All the way around the cage. Looks for a cutter in front. Has one. Takes a shot. Waiting for the signal. It's still loose in front. And no goal. What a start by Nikhil Agrawal. Joseph Testa just looking to the sky, asking what does he have to do to beat this 19-year-old from San Jose. Fantastic between the pipes. Nikhil Agrawal keeps it 1-1. 5 minutes to go in the second period. So here come the Gauchos the other way. Turns up the speed, tossed across, as trying to connect was Coleman, but could not get it over. For Brandon Katz, we go the other way again. Here's Mitchell. Pass across towards the cage. Mitchell can't tap it home. He falls down, knocks the net off. Will continue play as the Gauchos break to the neutral zone. They replace the net just as Grand Valley State controls. So again, we continue. Jacob Strickland from Grand Blanc, Michigan, moves in, takes a snapshot that's blocked. Goes back behind the cage, trying to dive on top of it, Agrawal. It's still loose back behind the net. Robinson throws out to the slot. Shot comes in, that's blocked. Dan Nielsen turns around. Comes out in front, deflected up and out of play. Play stopped with 4:08 left to go in the second period. Still tied up at 1. Both goals coming in the first period of this one. Cleanly played game so far, just one penalty, and the Gauchos were able to make the Lakers pay for it. Their lone goal coming on the man advantage. Goes to the corner, grabbed here by Coleman. Over skates it a bit, gets it right back, and he'll start the rush. He's got wheels, and that's no joke. As that the shot comes in, that goes high and wide. And he has some serious leg power. Great speed by Coleman. And when he takes a break, it has to be short because he's pretty much the lead offensive player. At least has been in this one. So here comes Dan Nielsen the other way for the Lakers. Nielsen to the outside. Shot comes in. That just missed the post. Grabbed here by Katz. Dumps to the corner. And here's Berger. Now it's up ahead now for Erickson. Erickson looking for another outlet pass. It connects. They move in. Shot comes in. It's deflected wide. Nice opportunity there. But they couldn't get it to go as Budai dumps it far side. Nielsen tries to catch up to it. Smith gets there first. She bangs it off the board for herself. And now a 2-on-1 with the Gauchos. Trying to pass up ahead. Would have been a breakaway if they could have connected. Now it connects. Breakaway moving in on the forehand. But a good back check by Andrew Budai. Taps it up ahead for Nielsen. Gets over that center line. And moves to the near side. Tries the shot. Save. Rebound loose in the slot. Still sitting there. And it's knocked to the corner. Good stick lift by Budai. And that goes up and thought it went out of play. It was a weird bounce. So I assumed it was off netting. But it stays alive and the Gauchos will just jump. Shannon Smith. Rancho San Margarita, California. Go the other way again for Tenaglia. Tries a shot and it's blocked. 2:30 to go second period. We stay tied up at 1. Banged up to the center line. Tried to work through was Erickson. Taken back, though, by Tenaglia. Here's Sims. Sims, he'll try a shot blocked. Skitters towards the cage and controlled calmly by the Gauchos. Could be a 2-on-1 if they hurry. They break into the zone. Angled up ahead. It connects. Shot comes in off the outside of the post. Glorious opportunity from Marcus Erickson, but just could not get it past the iron. 2 minutes to go in the period. Martins Rodriguez gets spun away to the corner. Good step up by Erickson, but grabbed by Sims. Overskates the puck. Erickson has it again. Sims on the back check, forces him back. They continue to battle right in front of the scorer's area. Dumped across to the open side. And here come the Gauchos into the zone. They move in. Low 2-on-1. Shot comes in. Just missed the post on a low shot. McYessie just couldn't quite flash out the pad, and he was fortunate it didn't go. Gauchos turning things on. Shot comes in. That's blocked. Juggled out in front. Knocked down by a glove. Regrouped by the Lakers. And getting away Budai. Budai banked up ahead for Robinson. Robinson has a man in front of him. Tries to get it across to Tenaglia, but it was blocked. 1:09 left to go in the second period. Here's Tenaglia. Being harassed by Coleman. Coleman takes it away. Kicks it to the corner, gets there, backhands it along, looking for Martins Rodriguez. Squirts away, and a possible breakout for the Gauchos. Lofted towards the slot, but a good back check by Robinson. 50 seconds to go in the period. Here's Bridgman. Cuts to the center. And gains that line. 42 seconds to go. Tied up at 1. Bridgman, sharp angle shot blocked in front. Looked like it might have gone off of Joshua Mitchell. 33 seconds left to go. Here's Serafini. Stutter steps to the outside. Moves top of the circle. Drags it, fires, and it's blocked. Now to say, this Gaucho club blocks a lot of shots, but they're not that sliding block. They just stand up and get in the way of all the lanes. That has allowed them, along with the goaltending of Agrawal, to stay in this contest. Nice nutmeg move. Moving in, 11 seconds left. 1-on-2. Shot comes in. That's blocked wide. Bridgman gets in the way of that one. Towards the corner now, Serafini. With 3 seconds left. He's going to just hang on to it, dump to the corner, and that'll do it for the second period. 24 minutes are in the books. Tied up at 1. Grand Valley State and UC Santa Barbara. Back in a moment as you're watching the National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships. Welcome back, everybody. Once again, we are live from the Bill Graves Regional Iceplex in Rochester, New York. About to start third period action in this Division IV game. UC Santa Barbara, Grand Valley State tied up at 1 as we head to the last 12 minutes or more. And it would certainly figure this game, the last one being the last one of the day, might go to OT, but it has been very entertaining. Nice outlet pass. Could be a 2-1 lead, but no. Martins Rodriguez could not get possession. He was all alone in front. Tried to toss it out to the slot. And the Lakers will chip out to the neutral zone, and they'll turn up the speed. Crisscross move into the zone. Swept away nicely, though, by Coleman. Backhanded along, and then knocked to the far side. That connects, and a possible 3-on-2 if they can hurry it along. They go wide with it. Shot comes in, deflected up and out of play. 11:18 left to go in the third period. Tied up at 1. No scoring in that second period. Both goals coming in the first. See if we can get you some shots on goal here. It was 10-8 after the first, but they haven't updated it quite yet for the second. But if and when they do, we'll see if we can get that going for you. Dan Nielsen back behind the net, goes to the corner. Back behind the cage. This time it's Nathan Risenden. He has a goal in this one. He has the goal in this one for the Lakers. Outlets up ahead, waiting for it, Sims. Sims has a cutter towards the cage. Deflected wide, though. Trying to dig his way through was the aforementioned Dan Nielsen. Matthew Coleman will hide to the corner. Backhands up ahead for Smith. Smith backhands to the center line. Bouncing puck. Tapped up ahead out of the reach of Erickson. Martins Rodriguez couldn't quite connect. Nice move to get through Martins Rodriguez, and he steps inside the circle. Tries a shot. Good stick check by Testa. And with a very short bench, the Gauchos playing their second game. They might start to get a little bit tired here. 3-on-2 develops for the Lakers. Into the zone they come. Drag, fire, chest save by Agrawal. And controlled by Risenen. Risenen throws it towards the net, goes off the leg of Erickson. Bounces near side, Nielsen trying to scoot away from Coleman. Turns into a low 2-on-1. Inside, shot comes in, that goes wide. Risenen looked like he might have been trying to connect with Testa, but a little bit too strong. 9:53 to go in the third period. Stays tied at 1. Long pass up ahead for Tenaglia. Sharp angle, drags to the slot on the backhand. Spin move, but he can't get it on net. Testa there to help out. Almost knocked away by Smith. Smith stays with Testa. Testa trying to get across. Dumped up now for Tenaglia. Thrown towards the slot. Backhand try, save, rebound, still loose, and now covered by Agrawal. As Testa just jumped on in from the far side. But better save by Nikhil Agrawal. Shots on goal in the second period. Grand Valley State with 11 shots, 2-period total of 19. UC Santa Barbara, 6 shots, 2-period total of 16. As this shot comes in, that's fought off by Agrawal. Taken back by Erickson. Up the boards. Stop there. Dropped off for Erickson again. Gets over that center line. Moves in wide. Shouldered off by Strickland, who takes it away and dumps back behind the cage for Risenen. Risenen pass right up the middle, connects, and he has a step, moves in, takes a shot, the save. Well, what a stop. Rebound goes wide by Tenaglia. Testa going to the bench, slams his stick down in frustration. He thought he had one. It stays tied up at 1. Back behind Risenen. All the way back towards the center line on the far side, 8:38 to go. Here in the third period. Oh, nice move to get inside the offensive zone towards the circles. Moves in, takes a shot, and bounces wide by Strickland. Tenaglia stops there against Erickson. Fights through his check. Sharp angle, dragged in front, lost the handle. And it's dumped back behind the cage by Erickson. Given away to Strickland. Goal line extended. Paddled away, though, by Agrawal. Another shot. Glove save. Rebound. Knocked to the far side. Lakers turning up the pressure. Then it's poked away. And it could be a 2-on-0 for the Gauchos. They break in. Loft it out in front. Erickson a shot. And a save by Magyesi. Big opportunity there for Marcus Erickson, but by the time he got it, he was very tight to the cage. didn't have a whole lot to shoot at. 8:04 left to go in the third period, tied up at 1. Big contest here, the middle game of 3 in the D4 ranks. Grand Valley State's already 1-0. They had a big come-from-behind victory against Florida Gulf Coast. This shot comes in. That's deflected wide. That game ended with a lot of pushing and shoving, and I believe there was actually a disqualification against one of the players, I believe, from Florida Gulf Coast. On the other side of things, you see Santa Barbara dropped a 9-1 decision to UMass. Possible 3-on-2 for the Gauchos. Tossed across. Martins Rodriguez has a backhand to the slot. Calmly moved away by Budai, and he'll turn up the speed. Budai across the near side. Nobody there. There's a battle to the corner. Dumped back behind the cage, and racing through here is Budai to the corner again. Circles all the way around and back to the center line. 7:11 left to go third period. Tied up at 1. Here's Budai. Throws it towards the net. Goes well wide. Spun away. And controlled back behind the net. Here's Coleman. He's got the speed to go coast to coast. I think Grand Valley State might recognize that, so forces the outlet. Pass across. Dangerous pass over. It goes off the boards, and it's a turnover. They move in. Shot comes in. Blocker saves it, and it hits the post. It hit the blocker of Agrawal and then danks off the iron. Here's Budai. Back to the far side point. Now here's Mitchell. Mitchell cutting into the near side circle. Budai spins away from trouble. Tapped away. Goes to the slot. Shot comes in. Oh, a sprawling save by Agrawal. Coleman. Outlets now for Martins Rodriguez, but it hops over his stick. Dan Nielsen will backhand it away and around to the near side boards. Nikhil Agrawal. And a fantastic performance. Keeping his team in this one. And all it takes is one break for the Gauchos to try to take the lead. But now it's a 3-on-2 for the Lakers. Shot comes in, fanned on sliding block, and then skated away by Nielsen. Nielsen cuts wide. Nielsen tries to avoid the wrap check. Almost got held up. Shot comes in, blocker save, rebound, hops over his stick. Now here's Budai. Back to the point, and they'll drift back. Long pass up ahead. Trying to dance his way through is Wildfong. He's forced to the far side. Wildfong between the defenseman's legs. Sims to the outside. Sims trying to get a step. Bouncing puck. Slows it down back behind and around. Justin Sims from Dearborn Heights, Michigan. Trying to find some room. Goes off the leg of Martins Rodriguez. Martins Rodriguez trying to get to Coleman. Bouncing puck. Oh, kneeled down by the last line of defense. Here is Nielsen. Tap towards the slot. Shot comes in. Glove save. Rebound is still loose and covered up by Agrawal. I'm not sure if it hit him in a sensitive spot or if he got hit by a stick. Timeout being called by UC Santa Barbara. And I think this one's a pretty smart one. They've been stuck in their own zone for a while. Very, very short bench. Just a couple of reserves. So maybe a quick 30-second to a minute breather is huge. But I'm thinking right now, with Agrawal going down, I'm not sure with injury, or, well, I'm not going to call it injury, but maybe being a little shaken up, maybe he could have used that as an extra timeout. So Agrawal looks like he's all right. And what's interesting about the roller hockey game is, not sure if the camera would be able to catch it, but Agrawal, the goaltender, again, our broadcast position is different from the camera, so we can see some different things. Agrawal wearing shorts, as in actual, not hockey shorts, actual shorts. Underneath his goaltender pads, you see skin. So if the puck hits him in a weird way off his pad or away from his pad, and he hits him right in the calf, there's no sock even to help him. Certainly something you won't see on the ice, I'll tell you that. 4 minutes, 57 seconds to go here in the third period. We are tied up at 1. Face-off will be deep in the Gaucho zone. This is an extended timeout. A little surprised that, again, the Gauchos might have been better served to just have Agrawal just take his time and get an extra timeout out of it. But I think they actually called their official timeout. We'll see how that all works out, as here is Testa. After the face-off win, Grand Valley State hiding back in their own zone. To UC Santa Barbara's credit, they are still forechecking as if they have very fresh legs. It's kind of cursory and soft as here come the Lakers into the zone. A lot of speed here. Forced wide and losing his edge is Testa down to his knees. Still trying to battle and get it over for Tenaglia, who comes over to help out. Tenaglia battling with Smith. Smith sweeps it to the corner. Testa goes back. And controlled here by Grand Valley. Thrown towards the cage, that goes wide. Bounces out in front, almost went off the leg of Agrawal. That would have been disaster. But he finds it and covers. Imagine all those great saves and then letting in a goal on a weird bounce. But nope, he was right on top of it. .401 left to go, third period. Marcus Erickson takes the draw against Bradley Robinson. Robinson wins it back for Bridgman. Bridgman backhands towards the slot, swung on a miss. Another try, and it goes high and wide. Bradley Robinson got every bit of it, but just got underneath it as well. Here comes Matthew Coleman. Tries to cut towards the middle. Dangerous play, knocked away by Robinson, but no possession. Smith sweeps it around, and it makes its way towards the center line. Banked up ahead. Here's Bridgman. Steps up between the hash marks. Moves in, takes a shot that goes just wide. Maybe getting a piece was Agrawal. Here comes Coleman. He'll step up the speed. Turns into a 2-on-2. Coleman inside the circle. Thrown out in front, and it's kicked away by the goaltender McGessie. 3:24 to go, third period. Tied at 1. They move in. Shot comes in. That goes just wide. Right there on the doorstep was Mitchell looking for the deflection. Martins Rodriguez. He'll move up. Gains the center line. Trying to power through. Lost his edge, and we go the other way, 2-on-2 with the Lakers. Moving in, Bridgman. Neat drop. Catching up to it, Robinson takes a shot. Kick save. Rebound goes wide. Robinson back behind the net. Tries to get it back out in front. Swept away, though, by Smith to the far side. Martins Rodriguez tries to catch up. Gets underneath Bridgman. But Bridgman, with his size, cuts him off. Under 3 minutes to go in regulation. Shot from the outside. Bouncing puck. Tapped away to the far side by Erickson. Tried to catch up. Spun away by Bridgman to the corner. Bridgman back behind the net. Actually, it's Reisinen that goes up the side of the cage. Bounced right back out in front. But controlled by Smith. And cleared to the center line. Dan Nielsen for the Lakers. They smell the opportunity late in the third. 2:22 to go in regulation. Back into the forehand, and that is off the side of the cage. Comes to the near side. Coleman turns up the speed, gets over that line, moving in wide. Not much help in front. Tries to backhand away, but blocked and controlled by Justin Sims. Thrown across dangerously. Strickland will control with 2 minutes to go in regulation. Long pass up ahead. Nielsen can't control it. Rattles all the way around the far side. Sims tries to stick lift on Smith. Dumps it up ahead, and it rolls all the way down to the Lakers zone. Coming out of his cage, McGessie. Slow to get out there. Swings and misses. Falls down. It comes over for Coleman. Swept off his stick. Goaltender's still down. And picked up by Nielsen. 1:30 left to go in the third period. Kicked up ahead by the Lakers. The near side corner, Nielsen. Nielsen spins to the forehand. Has a man out in front. Deflected away by Erickson. Bouncing puck. Corralled by Reisinen. 1:13 to go in the third period. Tied up at 1. UC Santa Barbara, Grand Valley State. Oh, he loses an edge. Coleman takes it away. He can get a step and moves it on a breakaway. Matthew Coleman is in. Goes to the forehand. Takes a shot. A save by McGessie. Under a minute to go here in the third. Gaucho's putting on the pressure. Thrown out in front. It's blocked away to the corner. Tapped up to the center line. Trying the pinch here. Erickson gets it up ahead for Coleman. Coleman 2-on-2. Up ahead for Erickson. Has a step. Erickson with a shot. Save by McGessie. He'll drop it in front of the cage, and it's skated away. 35 seconds to go in the third. Tied up at 1. Grand Valley State trying to move to 2-0, but they are facing a serious test from the Gauchos. Thrown towards the cage, deflected away to the far side. Here comes Coleman the other way. Coleman tries to pass up ahead. It's intercepted. Taken back by Testa. It turns to a 2-on-1. Tossed across back for Testa. Tipped in the cage. Blocker save. Rebound. It's still loose to the side of the net. And the referee blows play dead as he lost sight. 8.4 seconds left to go here in the third period. Tied up at 1 is Grand Valley State. Carried much of the pressure of the third period. But throughout this entire contest, Nikhil Agrawal has been fantastic. Puck is down, 1 to the near side by Erickson. Digging in, trying to stick lift and sneak through his Wildfang. 8 seconds left to go. The clock didn't go. The clock's not moving. Shot comes in, kick save. This game should already be over. Dumped back behind the cage, and the referee will blow play dead to end regulation. Good job by the referee to recognize that the clock never started, had the countdown going in his head, and realized that 8 seconds had elapsed. So we are going to overtime. Well, when you looked at the scores of the first game that both of these teams played, you certainly did not expect that this one would be this tight. Again, UC Santa Barbara blown out by UMass 9-1. Grand Valley State got past Florida Gulf Coast 4-3. So you kind of thought that this one would be more competitive than UC Santa Barbara's first game. But you thought that they'd come away with maybe 6-2 win, maybe at just the top of my head. That's what I was kind of thinking coming in. Full marks to UC Santa Barbara. Again, using just 6 players and a goaltender. And you know what? With UC Santa Barbara, the speed that they have, especially with Matthew Coleman, if he breaks free, he has a great opportunity to win this game for the Gauchos. What also helps is, now that it's only 3-on-3, there are reserves for the Gauchos. Instead of just 2, they have 3. Agrawal thought they were going to switch sides, but there is no switching of sides. No carryover at all as far as penalties. We've only had 1 penalty, and the Gauchos able to pick up the goal on the power play in the first period. See if we can get you shots on goal for the third period, but overtime has begun. 4 minutes of 3-on-3. So here comes Marcus Erickson, 2-on-2 into the zone. Throws it towards the net, blocked it away by McGessie. Dump to the corner. Shot comes in, deflected wide. Coleman streaking over. Almost lost possession, continues the battle there. Coleman, kick to the stick. Moves up ahead with 3:30 to go. Sharp-angle shot off the outside of the net. It hit iron. 40 seconds into this overtime session. Each team has picked up a point in the standings. Coleman dumps it up ahead. Thrown towards the cage, blocked, bouncing puck. And here come the Lakers the other way. Coleman on the chase, though, for the Gauchos. Tries to force it wide, thrown across, shot towards the cage, glove down by Agrawal. Back now for Nielsen. Coleman tries to undercut him. Takes it away and taps it up ahead. Andrew Budai chases the Lakers. Budai with it. 2:50 to go in overtime. Drops it out for Wildfang. Wildfang trying to force his way to the corner. Gets pushed. Still has possession. Being looked at by Erickson. Wildfang back. Oh, finds room, splits the defense, turns into a mini breakaway, takes a shot, glove save, Agrawal! Loose out in front, turn around, trying, it's chopped away to the corner by Wildfang. Wildfang still has it, 2:20 to go in overtime. Oh, lost his edge, falls down, poked up ahead, and here comes Coleman. Possible 2-on-1. Coleman moves in. Coleman drags wide. Tries to pass across, sliding block, still loose, and controlled by the Lakers. Possible 3-on-1 now for the Lakers. They move in, pass across the far side. Shot comes in, blocked in front, and they score! It trickles off the leg of Keegan Wildfong. That's his 6th goal of the season, first of the tournament. Overtime winners. Grand Valley wins it 2-1. What a tough break for the Gauchos. Just a throw out in front, found its way home. Agrawal pulled out of position. Nothing he can do. But he is definitely the star of this game. Facing 19 shots through 2. Certainly had great opportunities in the third as well. Made some very key saves. It is confirmed to be Wildfong's goal, the game winner for Grand Valley State. So that will just about do it as Grand Valley finds a way to survive. They move to 2-0, while UC Santa Barbara, they drop to 0-1-1. Well, that will just about do it for us. I want to thank you for joining us all day long as we are going to regroup and get ready to go for Day 3 of the National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships. That's coming up tomorrow starting at 7 a.m. Final score in tonight's last game in overtime. The Grand Valley State Lakers 2, the UC Santa Barbara Gauchos 1. For all of us here at the Bill Gray Regional Iceplex in Rochester, New York, this is Tom Williams saying thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you real soon.
This game has been brought to you by Mission Hockey, Bauer Hockey, the Rochester Convention and Visitors Bureau, Inline Warehouse, Unify Gameware, Blue Frame Technology, and the CJ Sports Network. This copyrighted broadcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of the National Collegiate Roller Hockey Association. The NCRHA would like to thank you for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.